Hey guys, Steve Thronson here. Thanks for tuning in. It is the end of August already, so the first market update we've done in a while. It's been a busy summer with life and business, but we wanted to bring you up to speed. I know there's a bunch of headlines. There's a lot of people asking me, how's the market? Of course, everybody asks me that all the time, but more so now than ever. With all of these negative headlines, people really want to know what the real deal is, and I want to bring you that right now. So I'm going to get right to it. Let's talk about Cranbrook. So headlines are saying that the real estate market's going to crash. We're seeing people in Vancouver and Toronto and some other major centers really having a market shift. Is it happening here? No, it's not happening here at all. We are seeing some price adjustments. We're seeing some people come down. That's more of a reality check. If you tried 700 and you should have been 6, that is what that is. I went back and I had a quick look at 2 weeks worth of solds. I thought, that always tells a great story. The things that tell a great story are when you're out there looking at houses, nothing gets you more tuned in than that. The second is looking at what sold in the last couple of weeks. So I'm gonna bring you both of that. So solds in the last couple of weeks, we're still seeing a lot of above market sale prices. We're seeing a lot of low days on market. I saw a couple that had high days on market that sold at list price. That's kind of an interesting thing too. The short version of that is we're still in a very healthy space for sellers. And if you look at the stats, they will support that. We've got a balanced market that is slanted more so towards the sellers, particularly in the single family detached house, which is where we spend most of our time in Cranbrook. Now let's be honest, we've got Vancouver market shifting. A lot of our buyers come from Vancouver. So that's going to change things. And then of course, interest rates, when people can afford less, that's going to push prices down a little bit. It's going to push people to a different property type and so on and so forth. It's going to change things. But much like fuel prices, we get used to things quickly. So I believe that what is going to happen is we're going to get used of the new interest rates. And I think that we're going to see stability return. We're going to see some headlines disappear. And ultimately, we're still ridiculously affordable. We're still a wonderful place to call home and still a brilliant place to invest. So I think that the Cranbrook market is going to remain very strong. If you perhaps felt rejected about trying to buy here and fighting through multiple offers, now is probably going to be your chance to come up and try again. I think it's a wonderful time to get in. I'm going to move over to Kimberley real quick. So Kimberley, we work the whole market in Kimberley, but our focus, not on purpose, it just sort of happened, is resort properties. We've got a lot of resort business. We know that space inside and out, and that has shifted more, which is kind of interesting because the majority of the buyers that we work with in Kimberley are from Calgary, and the Calgary market's doing well and there's money there. But for whatever reason it is, that market has shifted a little bit, and perhaps because it was just running so hot, so heavy for so long. But a property that would have sold 3-4 months ago, well over list price with a lot of offers, is now going to sit for a little bit of time. What that means is there's a buying opportunity. So if you tried Kimberley and it didn't work out, maybe you went home feeling frustrated, come back and try again. We've got a little bit of choice. There's a little bit of time to make a decision. If you come in with a good offer, good chance you're going to get it, good chance you're not going to have to compete, which is pretty cool. Of course, Kimberley is a wonderful place to live, so I don't want to talk too much investment, but that being said, let's just talk about that because that's a pretty significant piece. A lot of our buyers are looking for vacation homes. They're looking for, short-term rentals, Airbnb kind of properties, and that market is going nuts. Anybody I know who's in that space is smiling because everything looks so good. Like, we're talking 100% full. Like when I want to show a property in Kimberley, checkout's at 11, check-in is at 3. I'm showing it in that little chunk of time because they are that full. So if this is a space that you wanted to explore, check it out. There's opportunity there. One more opportunity that I'll leave you with before we kind of pack it in and call it a month is the $1 million plus range. So when interest rates go up, affordability gets eroded, and it's typically hardest hit on those higher price tags. If you were thinking about buying a property at that higher price range, I think you're going to have significant opportunity coming along here any day. So keep an eye out for that. And of course, everybody's situation is going to be a little bit different. There's a lot of moving parts to real estate. We want to be your trusted advisor. I want to be the guy that you can depend on to make the best decision for you and your family. So never be shy. Give me a call. Happy to talk real estate, specifically how it pertains to you and your crew. Gonna leave it there. Thanks a bunch. We will see you in September.